is I wanted to point out something that I noticed while looking at your file, and that's that there's gaps between all of your shapes. Let me show you what I mean by that. So let's put the, you had an orange background. I'm just gonna make a general, like whatever color background here. Okay, so let's turn the color background off. I'm making a layer 2. And when I see your buildings, right, when I look at this, what I'm seeing for the most part for you, and let's fill this in a dark gray because this is on the dark side. This is the shadow side. Command D or Control D to deselect, and then a new layer. Now I don't have your file, so I can't actually verify if this is how you did it, but ideally all of your shapes would be their own independent layers, so that way they're going to be easier to fix. Let's fill this one in. I hit G. Now if I turn off the picture so we see the background, what I'm seeing in your version is a lot of this, which is these gaps. To make this look better, you need to have them overlap like that. You want them to touch. Now there are different ways you can make this happen. For this, like the basic big shapes, they're gonna just touch. But when you're making these smaller shapes, what you want to do is make sure that your topmost layers are accurate. But then other than your topmost layers, they don't actually need to be totally accurate. Like what you had here was, what I saw from your picture was, let's say you did this, G to fill it in, and then L to get the lasso tool, and then let's do this. And now I'm making these on their own layers, which is what you want. And again, let's see that there are those gaps. So I'm gonna go undo, 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 undo. And I'm gonna hit undo. To make these all overlap with each other, you need to have the layers, the shapes you make, go beyond what you actually need. And let's move this on top just so you can see what I'm talking about. So I just filled the shape in, and now I can drag it underneath. So there's no gap. That's because the shape goes well beyond what you need it to. That's how all of your shapes should be. They should be going well beyond what you actually need them to, and you can just make it, only the top one actually needs to be accurate. G. You can make this lighter if you want. It doesn't have to be the same color. And then you actually get more depth if it's lighter. And this is how you would do it. Now for this shape over here, if you wanted to get this to be nice and accurate, I'm going to hold Command or Control and choose the thumbnail over here, and then we're going to subtract away the parts that you don't want. Okay, now we make another layer, we choose a darker color, and there you go. That's correct. And you can do the same thing with that vertical space. I'm going to hit Command, let's get that back, turn layer 6, not layer 6, layer 5. Here we can turn layer 5 off, and then we can use the lasso tool to subtract away. Notice that my lasso tool has a minus next to it because I'm subtracting. And then we would fill that in. There we go. Okay, and that's what you want. You want your shapes to be overlapping, and that's what's going to make this look better.